So, I finally bought myself a lathe. I am over the moon to announce that. Purely because I've wanted a lathe for a long time, but also even just building this workshop, I had planned out where a lathe was going to go. And since building it, that corner has just become a sort of dumping ground for random stuff because I was yet to find a lathe. Basically, I didn't want to buy a new one. They don't really get, unless you spend a lot of money, they don't really get very good reviews, the sort of cheaper end ones. You get plastic gears and things like that, and I didn't want to get something that was, a lot of money for it just to be not really up to cop. So basically, I was keeping an eye out for a proper vintage lathe, something really well made, something built to last, at a reasonable price, because also they can be quite expensive as well. And I don't have a lot of money to burn right now, considering I'm trying to build this XJR as well. However, I was just cruising Marketplace the other day and this thing popped up. It was from a vintage car restoration shop that was shutting down. Dude was retiring. Enjoy your retirement, man. And he's selling off some machinery, and I got this thing at Absolute Steel. Came with everything I need for it. Came with a bunch of tooling, a bunch of spare chucks and stuff like that. It just needs a little bit of love and TLC and an assembly job, and then I need to wire it into my shed. So let's check it out. And here she is. This is a Myford 3.5 inch M-type lathe. Date of manufacture is 1946, so it is a good 80 odd years old. Basically, these things are totally built to last. They're really solid, they're really heavy, and it should have another 100 years service in it if I take care of it and maintain it properly. So a little bit of love to get this thing set up, and it should serve me well. It came with the big cast iron table and stand for it to go on. There's the sort of counter band thing there, and the side piece to the gearbox. And then not only that, but we have a big box full of tooling as well as the single phase motor. Single phase is important because single phase is basically the supply to most domestic dwellings in the UK. Three phase is a bit of a ball ache to try and set up for a single phase input, basically. So anyway, I'm gonna get this corner here cleared up because basically it's full of crap, and then hopefully try and start to clean this thing a little bit and get it set up. So yeah, really chuffed and excited to see. Well, just excited to see what this thing can do and to see what I can do with it. Now, this lathe is, like I say, like 70 something years old, and therefore it doesn't really come with instructions. I've managed to find a vintage manual online for a slightly earlier model, not this particular one. So with regards to assembly, this is what I'm working from. This is effectively the photograph I got on the for sale listing. So just got to use a bit of artistic license and see if I can put this thing together. It's just mechano, really, isn't it? Right, so with the lathe in place, this is pretty much where it's going to live. The only thing I need to do now is to wire the thing up. I can't wire it yet because I'm going to wire it into the mains, but I want a wall, like emergency, wall-mounted emergency switch, like a big mushroom switch. And purely because with machinery like this, if something goes wrong and you need to turn it off, you need to turn it off quickly. It may be a small lathe, but they still bite if you get things wrong. As someone very eloquently put it to me, don't put any of your fingers anywhere you wouldn't put your genitals. But basically, that's the last thing to do, is just to wire this thing in, and then we can have a go at it. The only other thing that I want to do is have a look at all the tooling I got with the lathe. So check out this massive array of tools I got. I don't really know what most of these do. I recognise a few of them, but I'm going to basically need to clean them all up and figure out what they all do and figure out what they're all used for. But yeah, first things first is to get them all a bit clean, because they're kind of grubby and they've been sat in some boxes for a very long time. But that has ironically actually preserved them quite nicely. So first things first is get all the grime and grit off of them, and then I'll probably give them a coat in oil just to preserve them, and yeah, then start figuring out what's what. Right, so we have it all wired in. I've got a big emergency stop mushroom button here, and this is just kind of on off, so it was something I just wanted as a emergency stop. Bit of machinery like this, accidents can happen, so it's good to have that there. It's also just a convenient place to hook the thing up to. It's also wired into a fused spur over here, so we've got a RCD breaker, a fused spur, an emergency stop. Hopefully that's enough kind of redundancy there to prevent any accidents or any mishaps. So, fuse spur on, turn my emergency stop button, and let's test the emergency stop button. So Fantastic. There you go, it's wired in. I am not going to start doing any sort of machining in this video. This was purely just the setup of the lathe. I need to basically learn how to use it. I've got a bunch of tooling, as you saw. I need to figure out what everything does, and then I need to just spend some time crashing tools and yeah, getting better at it. So basically, this is the end of this video. Surely the lathe will pop up in videos from time to time, but I'm just really chuffed to have this in my workshop now. I'm really chuffed to have something like this to utilise, and I can already think of 1,000 uses for it. So yeah, I can't wait to get started with it. I hope you've enjoyed just this little video of what my lathe is like and setting it up, and I hope you're looking forward to seeing what I can do with it. Anyway, as usual, please do like, comment and subscribe to the Shoogly Shed channel, and I will see you in the next episode. A goodbye. So, with it all wired in, twist my stop to turn it on, and